More than 60% of new businesses shut down within 3 years, with hundreds of thousands of businesses closing every single year. The main reason businesses have to close their doors is due to running out of cash and being unable to pay their debts. But how does limited liability protect business owners from falling into debt? In this video, we'll explore the differences between unlimited liability and limited liability, as well as identifying which business structures benefit from limited liability. Before we take a look at the importance of having limited liability, we must understand first, what do we mean by the term liability? In the business context, liability refers to the debts or financial obligations that a company owes to others, such as loans from a bank or payments owed to suppliers for raw materials they have purchased on credit. But how does this connect with limited and unlimited liability? Let's start off by having a look at what unlimited liability is. Unlimited liability applies to unincorporated businesses such as sole traders or partnerships. In these cases, the business owner and the business are considered to be the same legal entity. Consider the following example. Nathaniel has launched his own photography business a few years ago and registers as a sole trader. Unfortunately, Nathaniel borrowed £100,000 from the bank and his business has not been performing well, leaving him unable to pay the loan with £80,000 still outstanding. Poor Nathaniel. To make matters worse, Nathaniel is now personally liable for this debt due to having unlimited liability, but does not have sufficient funds in his bank account to cover it. So his personal assets, such as his car and house, are at risk of being seized to settle the debt. The creditors are entitled to claim £80,000 worth of his personal assets, which means that his car and TV and other possessions could be taken to pay off the loan. If only Nathaniel had taken his time out to understand what limited liability is. Limited liability applies to incorporated business forms such as private limited companies, LTDs, and public limited companies, PLCs, which are owned by shareholders. In these business forms, the business owner, also known as the shareholders, and the business itself are treated as two separate legal entities. Returning to Nathaniel's situation and his inability to repay the bank loan, had he registered as a private limited company and benefited from limited liability, the business itself would be accountable for the £80,000 debt, assuming he did not secure the loan with collateral. This means Nathaniel's personal assets such as his house and car would be protected under limited liability. The only financial risk Nathaniel as a shareholder would face would be the amount of money he invested into the business. In summary, limited liability ensures that as a shareholder, your personal assets are protected. I hope this video helped you understand the difference between limited and unlimited liability. Feel free to check out more of my videos on our channel.